your screen. The goalies are being screened. I see a lot of them really kind of fighting back with that defenseman that's up in front instead of looking around the hips. What's your preference on that?
Biggest thing, getting out of here, if you get out here and they bump you, what is that? Rolling your fingers, right? But I'm not a firm believer of pushing and doing all that stuff because it takes you out of your position, right? Okay. Biggest thing there would be to communicate to your D. Hey, I can't see, move them, that type of stuff, right? If you can't see then maybe getting low because you want to take the low part of the net away, and then look around the hips. That's probably the best thing. But like I said, communication is very crucial as a goaltender. If you talk to your D, because you see everything, if you tell him you can't see, then he knows that he needs to move the guy from out in front of the net, right?
We got to go down to a Nats game, just kind of an observation, but we watched Varlamov track the puck on a penalty kill, and it was unbelievable. But I noticed that the most challenging thing was obviously to look around the screen and also behind his net when the attacking power play guys had it behind his net. So I mean, it's even hard for him.
That's just one of those things. Like when we're playing good teams. Even just with our teams, when we're playing good teams and we can't score goals, the biggest thing we tell our guys is you got to get in front of the net. You got to screen. You got to take the goalie's eyes away. Against good goaltenders, that's what you got to do. You got to take their eyes away. And still, some goaltenders are able to battle through and fight through it. That's a rare skill that some goaltenders just are unreal at. Like I said, for us, that's what we focus on. Is if we're playing a good goaltender, we tell them to take their eyes away. Especially at our level, playing U16 AAA and U18 AAA. A lot of our guys that we're playing against are going to go play juniors in the next year or 2 years. So they're pretty good goaltenders. So the next level as you guys get to, the talent just gets better and better, even as goaltenders. Any other questions? Nothing about goaltending, anything. I'll answer any question about goaltending.
Actually, I have another one. So it's kind of a tough thing to ask. If there's kind of semi-breakaway and the defender both checks the puck, so they're kind of both at the blue line, the defender before you're out, prepared for the breakaway, and the puck goes like about to the hash marks or a little in front. What distance is appropriate for you to go out and try to get it?
I always tell my goalies, if you're 100% that you can get it, you can go, no matter where the puck's at. If you think you have a 100% chance of getting that puck, you can go. But again, that's your relying on yourself. Am I 100%? If you're in your mind not 100%, I probably wouldn't go. But in your mind, if you're 100%, I got this puck, then go. Alright? Can't really tell you when because some goaltenders are better skaters than other goaltenders. I can't really tell you what a good point would be to go out and play the puck.
Is there any thoughts for like younger versus more mature goaltenders, like coaching the Squirts and Pee-wees about coming out after pucks, or just generally kind of stay and not worry about that, or?
Personally, I don't really work on playing pucks until kids get midgets.
Okay.
Because first off, they're not strong enough until they get 14, 15, 16, really strong enough to even play a puck. I'll work on them coming out once they hit 13, 14 of stopping a puck. But really playing a puck, I don't really work on that until they get midgets. Because personally, their job is to stop the puck, so stay in the net.
And what about like pucks that are, say, iced or shot from the neutral zone that a young goaltender just needs to? Is there any tips about what to tell them?
Like if it's coming on net?
Yeah, it's coming on net.
Biggest thing I would tell them would to get their body behind it as much as possible because that puck bounces and does every which way. Especially little guys, I would tell them to come out, hands out in front, go right into their butterfly, stop it, and then they can do whatever if it's on net. Older guys, they can, if they have more confidence, they can stay standing up, go down one knee maybe and stop it. But I would err to the safe side and go fully down, because if I stop it, and if a guy is coming down on me hard, I can either play it or cover it right away. Or if I'm standing up, I stop it, I'm kind of indecisive. Or even if I'm one knee up, one knee down, just you're indecisive. So I would recommend just to go fully down, get the whole body behind the puck so it doesn't bounce and get those fluky goals. We had one scored on our 18 goalie this year. Shot from the far blue line. Puck it was in the air until about right here. He went down and it bounced and went right up over his pad right into that. We ended up losing the game 3-2. It was on a line change. They were dumping it in the change. The guy didn't even know he scored. He shot it right here on that like that, and he went right to the bench. So, even no matter what level, if there's goals that happen like that. I've been scored on probably 3 times. Pucks bounce weird ways sometimes. One time it was just because I wasn't paying attention. That's why it's always, gotta always be ready. Especially as a goaltender. Can't take any seconds off. And what do you guys play, 12-minute periods? 14, 15, so you're playing a 45-minute game. Can you take any of those 45 minutes off? As a goaltender? So if I give up a goal, do I pout about it?
No, you punch yourself.
Huh?
Punch yourself and move on.
Punch yourself and move on. I like that one. I usually flush the toilet,
Yeah, go to the boards and tap
Flush the
it
toilet.
when it's done.
right? Yeah, I've actually been working with our U13 goalies, so a lot of your guys' age. And I was doing a lesson with him. I scored a soft one on him. We were doing an easy, simple drill, and I scored a soft one, 5-hole on him. So I shot the puck 5 more times in the same spot. He was so rattled after that first goal. I scored 5 more times on that same exact shot. Because he wasn't focused. Because he was worrying about the first one that went in instead of letting it go.
But once you get a goal like that, are you supposed to be like mentally better so that you can stop it?
Yeah, mental toughness.
Mental toughness. That's where it comes down to, like, as a team, like, if you're a goalie and you're not playing on the ice and you're sitting on the bench and you see your goalie partner give up a goal, and all of a sudden he goes like this, how do you feel sitting there on the bench?
Bad. Very
How do you think your team feels sitting there on the bench?
not very well.
Like, oh man, he's not in it now.
What if you jumped right back up, got in position, was ready for the next series?
Then the team feels better about it.
Your team feels better about it. How about, what does the other team think when you're, oh God.
They're gonna get more goals.
Do you know what I tell my guys?
He's down. He's weak.
Shoot from everywhere. You're in his head right now. Shoot from everywhere. Go hard to the net. Right? But if we score, and there was a goaltender that we were playing this year, we put 65 shots on him. And we only won 3-0. We all shot him 65 to 4. Won 3-0.
Sign that kid up.
Never got in that kid's head.
Never got in his head. And as a goaltender, when you're playing really well, how good does that feel? Really good. You know, when you're struggling and you're doing all that stuff, and how does that feel?
It sucks.
Like you don't even want to be in the net, right? Like you're like, can't stop anything today, right? You feel like that in practice? No?
No, because it's just practice.
Pretend now you're
Why don't you feel like that in practice? Because it doesn't matter. So should it matter in a game?
No.
If you're developing to become a good goaltender? All right. Goals are going to go in no matter what. When I was 12 years old, when I was a peewee, I had 20 shutouts in 35 games. 20 in one season. Next year I had 6. Next year after that I had 4. And then I didn't have another one once I got to juniors. Never had a shutout, juniors or pro. Shows how hard it gets. Had 20 in peewees.
Then you really went back from there.
Okay?
You got good.
Yeah, people just got better, bud. He was still progressing, just so was everybody else.
As my goalie coach when I grew up, he always told me, because I used to, when I was about 9, 10, 11, I was kind of a head case when I was a goalie. Break sticks, give up a goal, I'd slam my stick, and all that. And one day, my dad was my coach when I was a first year peewee. Broke my stick, I was the only goalie on the team. Do you know what he did? Pulled me, put me on the bench, played with 6 guys the rest of the game.
What was the score? Do you remember?
I don't remember the score, but that was a good message he sent me. Oh, attitude and mental focus.
Did not see that.
After that, my goalie coach told me, he was like, you, after giving up a goal, it's probably one of the best goaltenders I've seen in a long time after giving up a goal. Your focus after you give up a goal. He's like, I would actually sit and watch you and want them to score a goal on you in the first 30 seconds because then I knew you'd be ready the rest of the game. Well, thanks, coach. Right, but that's just the mental aspect. You gotta have to be mentally strong as a goaltender. Okay? We do a little recap of what we went over today. Again, most important piece of equipment? Stick. Why? Drag controls a lot of your play, right? How about skating? How important is skating? Very important, right? Gotta be a good skater. Does that mean you have to skate in your goalie pads every day? No. You can go to open skate and skate, right? Become a good skater. What are the most important jobs for a goaltender on the team that we talked about? Mental toughness. Being a quarterback. Making saves, right? And then the last one? Managing the game, right? And it all comes with all the basic skills. Stick control, glove save, chest, all that type of stuff. Basic. I wish I had brought the video of my mentor working with the Columbus Blue Jackets, all their draft pick goaltenders. He spent an hour and a half of just doing basic drills with a bunch of pro guys that were just drafted in the NHL goalies.
Didn't